whether I have a good day, bad day, or an ugly day, especially an ugly one, as soon as I get in the car, I turn on Vision Worship and just sing along, sing my heart out, and let all the negativity out of my system and refocus on God, because God is in control. And again, then when I get home, to my family, at least they're not going to be welcoming a grumpy mum.
Yes.
You get home a better version of yourself,
Yes.
Karen.
Now, this might seem a little bit different to normal Rise and Shine, but it's because a couple of times a year we take some time out for something called Visionathon. It's a really important couple of days or few days. It's till Friday because it makes Vision possible. Almost 95% of Vision's operating costs are covered by donations. So we're so thankful for everyone jumping in already.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we're not a commercial radio station. We're a ministry. We're here to serve God.
Yeah,
and like all ministries, it relies on the generosity of God's people to fuel it and to fund it. So Visionathon is a faith-building, fundraising opportunity, Phil, for all of us to get involved and be a part of what God's doing here.
And look, we get excited because it means that as you give, you can literally be helping other people hear from God, hear God, wherever they are at this point of time. And I've got Karen on the line. Morning, Karen. How you doing?
Good morning, Sal. How are you guys? Good morning, Andy.
Morning, Karen. Karen, just for our listeners, where are you calling from?
I'm actually calling from the great city of Melbourne.
Woo, the
Melbourne.
great.
And what are you doing in Melbourne right now?
I am stuck in traffic on the freeway.
Okay.
Oh, dear. How long is your commute, Karen?
Normally, if I'm not stuck in traffic, it's just under an hour.
Wow.
If there's an accident on the freeway or what have you, it can blow out to about 2 hours. It really depends.
Yeah. So
Look-
you're in the car a lot every single day. So I'm going to ask you a loaded question here, Karen. What makes that commute more enjoyable for you and even more meaningful for you? What do you do to help that commute be a good part of the day, not a bad part of the day?
I listen to Vision Worship channel.
There you go.
Because I'm not great in traffic. You ask my kids, and they're like, this is not good for mum. The only thing that helps is singing and having Christian music on. It actually makes a big difference, Karen, doesn't it? When you've got actually good content coming out of those speakers.
Oh, absolutely. And it really doesn't matter what sort of a day that I have. Every time when I get into the car, I will give myself a really good Christian worship concert. I'm singing my heart out.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm not worried about the traffic because I know that God is here with me.
Yeah, and it's such a blessing, isn't it? Because you're literally just in your car, and if you've got a smart speaker or an app on your phone or maybe a digital radio in your car, you just click a button and boom, you just get worship music 24/7. It is such a blessing. And you know what, Karen? It's because for the last several years, people have donated to Vision, and because of that, we have this crystal clear signal in Melbourne, in Sydney and Brisbane via digital radio for people just like you to listen. It's a real blessing, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I listen to the Vision Worship through the app, but it is so good. It blesses me every single time I listen to it.
Isn't that amazing? Karen, it's Phil here. You know, there's something special about worship music, and I think the special thing is that God is at the centre of it. Our eyes are lifted toward Him. Our hearts are moved toward Him. And I love the fact that, you know, we put a lot of work into things like the Vision app and making it available. And then to hear there's people like you stuck in traffic in Melbourne that are being ministered to while you're sitting there you know, on the Tulla or wherever you are at the moment, having fun, looking at all the other cars and going, you know, God, you're good, even in the middle of this. So thank you so much, Karen. And your support is actually what makes this possible. Isn't that right?
We are so true. Thank you, Karen.
That's okay. I just wanted to encourage other listeners who are listening at the moment to donate because, you know, we can subscribe to Netflix, Spotify, Stan, all these subscription, but it will be a great idea if you actually subscribe to Vision because they actually help you look to God daily.
100%.
Hey, we could
Need
have
to
said
get you
that
on a
better
mic,
ourselves.
Karen. Well, you're not going anywhere, Karen. Maybe we could have a chat to you a bit more. How's the traffic looking?
It's actually not too bad, but,
Oh,
you know,
praise God.
I'm still early in my journey, so
That's faith speaking right there.
And you know what, Karen, you're not alone. Most people in Australia now, we live in big cities. Like, we are now an urbanised population. You know, Phil Edwards and I are both born in little country towns in New South Wales, but most Aussies now are from the big cities. And so your daily commute, Karen, is just so common these days, being stuck in the car. And just remind our listeners, if they've just tuned in now, what do you do in the car, which can sometimes be a 2-hour commute each way? How do you spend your time in the car?
I just listen to Vision Worship Channel through the app and just go along with the traffic and just sing along and then next thing you know, you're home.
Oh, I reckon the hardest part would be keeping your hands on the wheel because I just want them up in the air. I'd be praising God. But look, I'm wondering, because you're at work and I'm just guessing, what do you do for work, Karen?
I am a customer service representative for a manufacturing company.
Wow. So you could get some pretty stressful days, I'm guessing.
Yes, some days can be very, very challenging.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what I'm here for, to problem solve.
Oh, that problem solver. But it can build up. And I'm just imagining you're getting in the car and you've got 2 hours to get home, but you want to be in a different mindset. And I know I do when I get home to my kids. That traffic, that journey home is actually a powerful time to sort of reset, isn't it?
Absolutely. And when whether I have a good day, bad day, or an ugly day, well, especially an ugly one, as soon as I get in the car, I turn on Vision Worship and just sing along, sing my heart out, and let all the negativity out of my system and refocus on God, because God is in control. And again, then when I get home, you know, to my family, at least they're not going to be welcoming a grumpy mum.
Yes.
You get home
God.
a better version of yourself,
Yes.
Karen, and we all do. I mean, if we all spend time in God's presence,
Yes.
we become better people. And I'm just so encouraged by this. You know, it encourages us to know that we are helping you in your car every day literally draw near to God. I mean, if you analyse lots of media outlets around the world, they're informing, they're educating, sometimes they're telling people information, but we're doing more than that, aren't we, Karen? We're actually helping people like yourself look to God daily. That's kind of exciting.
Absolutely. And that's just it, because of this particular channel. And don't get me wrong, I love the normal radio as well, but this particular channel really, really helps me to focus on God and actually spend time with God, and that, you know, God is always bigger than us.
Yes.
And that's what we need to focus on. And, you know, as you said, in such a busy life these days, we sometimes forget to spend time with God. We forgot to get into the Word and just be with God. And, you know, sit on the commute, that's when it's the best time to do it.
Oh, good on you, Karen. It's Phil here, and it's so encouraging to me to hear you say this, because we last year made the decision to start the worship channel. It was a whole lot of work and planning that went into it. We launched it in February this year, and now to hear you say these sorts of things, it just makes me feel good, does my heart good.
Yeah.
When you see the result of what happened from a decision you made and the action that you took. And we're asking, will you make a decision, take some action today, because it's actually your fuel that makes this possible. Without fuel in the tank, we stop. And I tell you, we don't want to do that. So will you make a donation today? Will you be perhaps like that Vision family member from Spring Farm in Sydney's Outer West who has given a $300 donation? Thank you so much. They say Vision provides hope, encouragement, great current affairs, care, fun and rock-solid Bible teaching. It's uplifting and makes me feel like family.